Hi Leo. So today we're doing general messages for the next 48 hours, okay? Let's see. Let's see. General messages for Leo, please. I'm getting here in the next 48 hours, you're gonna be standing back, okay, for a minute. You're gonna take a decision, and by standing back and focusing on I'm getting an expectation, focusing on something that you've been waiting for. I'm getting let's see. I'm getting this could be like some kind of expectation that you've had for quite a while, that you holding on to pretty tightly, and it's creating, it's like you self-sabotaging something, okay, in your life, because you can't let something go. This could, okay, dang. Wheel of Fortune again. Everybody's been getting the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's see. So this is something that's been creating a lot of stress, anxiety. Okay. Ooh. A lot of stress, anxiety. There's something about some kind of disappointment, heartbreak, third party, for example. In the next 48 hours, you're going to be setting yourself aside because of the situation. You're going to cut something out which has created a lot of stress, anxiety, and depression, okay, for you. It's something that you realize that you need to let go, okay? You need to let this go. You desperately need to focus on what you're gonna do to let something go. That's all right. That's the only thing that I can hear, feel, you know. Is it something about a choice? There's a choice that you have to make. Okay, it could be there's a huge judgment call that you have to make. You have to cut something out. You have to understand what you need to do to let something go, because it's you actually manipulating yourself. You're manipulating yourself due to not letting something go. You need to heal and let something go. Come to an acceptance, okay? You need to accept, understand and accept something and let it go. You'll be doing some shadow work in the next 48 hours. Like actually looking at how you're going to let something go. I think your guides, the universe, is going to be providing you with like some sort of realization, okay, where you have to now stand in your truth and realize what the actual situation is, you know, what it is. There's something that like you didn't want to see the truth in some situation, okay, and now you have to make a choice, or you set yourself aside and you do make this choice, because you can't handle this much more for much longer, okay. This could be a stable commitment that you're letting go. Stable, long term. Not stable. Not stable. So in the next 48 hours, you're going to be setting yourself aside from everything. Focusing on what you're going to do about the situation. There's information that comes through which actually helps you make some decision. You could have been like self-sabotaging yourself, okay? But there's a lot of mindfuckery. And I think, okay, this is, for most of you, this was like all up in your head. It's all an illusion. You've kept yourself mentally stuck to some situation, and you actually thought that this was your real, true wish fulfillment. But something happens here. You have a download. There's something that comes to light, information. It's something that's been keeping you stuck, okay? And you've been like, just like ignoring your intuition. There it is. You've been ignoring your intuition, and you've been self-sabotaging yourself, okay, due to a long-term commitment. Now, this could be about a reconciliation, because we are in Mercury retrograde, okay? The message here is also for you to actually set yourself aside from everything and everyone, even this person, so that you can understand what you need to do to get yourself out of your head about the situation and cut something out moving forward. Something or someone. There's a choice that you have to make, and maybe one of these choices is more stable, long-term. Maybe you realize now that out of the choices that you have to make, or that you have, is actually more solid, more realistic than what you actually thought was your true ultimate wish fulfillment. Wow. The moon. This is something comes to light. It could be secrets, okay? For some, this actually could be a fear that you had or have. There's something that you've been keeping yourself in your head about. Most definitely, you need to set yourself aside and make a harsh, true decision, a choice. You're gonna have to choose in what. Number one, you need to meditate, reflect on how you're gonna get yourself out of your head and cut something out. Okay, to find balance. You need to follow your intuition. By not following your intuition till now, you've been clouding your own judgment. Okay. Now, there's a choice. There's a choice that you need to make between one or the other. By getting yourself out of your head, you actually realize now, with information coming through, downloads or literal information, which helps you then to get yourself out of your head, make the real, solid, healthy decision for yourself. And out of the two, whatever it is that you realize that you have to, well, that what is better for you, you don't have to, you do it if you want to, is actually, you'll now actually realize out of the two which is the better choice, the healthier choice for you long term. With this download, with this information coming through, it's like the universe is helping you with the situation, so that you can see truth, clarity. Okay, maybe for some there's a fear. Okay, by actually seeing the hardcore true situation about the story. I don't know. Okay, for Leo, let's get our lost cards of advice for this next 48, please. Like, it seems confusing, but at the same time, it's like, by you getting this message, it's like, oh, okay, okay, I know what to do now. Something like that. The information or the download could actually even be in this reading, okay? So maybe you realize there's a choice, okay? With this information coming through, there's an offer. I'm getting this could be an offer. Let's see. Following your intuition. Yes, following your intuition and walking away from something. So sometimes I say we have to stop and we have to set our emotions aside for us to think logically and move forward and make a decision. Here I'm getting the opposite. Well, not just the opposite, but balancing out the thoughts and the emotions. I'm getting like, by you actually you realize something by following your intuition and going with your emotions and not just with your thoughts, the logical part of the decision. And by you doing that, there's something that you realize or you release. And between the, out of the choice that you need to make, Okay, one, you cut something out, and then with information coming through, therefore you realize, you see, you can get out of your head, and then there you see who your empress is, for example. Okay, and you take that leap of faith. It's like you're very, very surprised with yourself. Okay, I hope this helped, Leo. Messages are pretty strong today, even, you know, like next 48, but time is also, you know, could be the rest of the week. This could be going throughout the whole week, you know, the weekend. This is a lot to deal with. So it's obviously, it's not all going to happen all once in 48 hours, but, you know, things start gaining momentum, change, movement. You just, what's important is that you have to get yourself out of your head about the situation and stop lying to yourself. Okay, and make that choice. It's like, dang, okay, there it is. Like, you know, by balancing out your thoughts and your emotions, you follow your intuition, you get yourself out of your head, and then there you see clearly the two choices, okay, the options that you have, and it just like all comes together, and you're like, oh, I could have seen that long time ago, you know. But there's something that you've been holding on to. You've created, you know, expectations with a situation in the past, thinking that that really was your wish fulfillment, but it's not. Okay, there's your message. Thanks, Leo. See you guys next time. Good luck.